we're officially recording, so the podcast is officially underway. I don't know why I keep saying officially, but anyways, hi YouTube. Welcome. Did not see this coming. A little bit today and all week we'll be celebrating Will Power's win. What should be his new contract, if Hinsky is smart, but the way he treated Castroneves and Pagano, I don't know. The history of the way he's treated his drivers, sometimes I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. I'm sure we'll find it right somewhere if he doesn't go back to Hinsky. But anyways, that's more off-season news. Remember, up until the end of this month, we have to donate for our project, so QR code right there. September we're doing a subathon, but more importantly, it's our 5th annual. What, dude? Sorry, my cat's being adorable. St. Jude stream. I had to. What you didn't see here on YouTube is I had to give him belly rub before we started. So if you watch the Twitch VOD, which you'll probably see me give him belly rub. But anyways, yeah, definitely we'll go with a Leagues Cup match because we're basically out. Excuse me. It took a miracle to advance. Now, even over top 8, like I suggested, top 8 MLS on one side of a knockout stage bracket, Liga MX on the other side. Still would have been knocked out, unfortunately. I think the problem was losing in penalty kicks instead of yeah. I don't even know how they did the knockout stage. But my way would have been Seattle versus LAFC. That'd been a fun match. Miami versus Real Salt Lake. LA versus Columbus. Wow, that would have been wild. Atlanta versus Portland, obviously for top 4. Oh my gosh, sorry. We got wings a little bit to go. And for local wing place, we do just like giant paper shopping bags, and my cat is obsessed with it. He just went in it. So, gotta let my mom know because it's hilarious. But, what's funnier is he did that after getting belly rub. Which, cats. Anyways, cats are very protective of their belly because all the system organ. So. Usually happens after I go somewhere like an FCC match, which I did last night, which we talked about a little bit, but I still. Anyways, that's really enough. Leagues Cup talk. Yeah, I just gonna have to turn down volume for a second. So let me mute desktop audio so we don't bust your eardrums out. Holy crap! I busted my own eardrums out. So I still don't agree with red card. I think it's yellow at best because there's just 2 players going for a ball. Why he decided to do a slide tackle for the what, dude? Ball? I don't understand, but yeah. It's just something I won't understand. What, do you need something to keep? I don't want to see it, but anyways, I like to call my streams ADHD streams because I get distracted very easily, but yeah. Excuse me. Still don't agree with red card, but it's not. I have to sleep around it. That's not what cost us a match. The missed opportunities is what did. So. And you'll see some of them, especially the first half. Where we scored away from the Bailey. Well, at least tried to score away from the Bailey. I should say that when we lost 1-0.
In that number 10 position.
So 10th anniversary match.
Conference matchup. It is Charlotte FC who get us underway, attacking from right to left.
I don't know how we lost this half, please. Well, here's one of the missed opportunities.
And he's going to take it, and he does go for goal, and he almost catches Colleen at that near post.
Warning signs were there. We prompted you by telling you that he scored a goal from that
similar
position earlier in the season.
He just needs 81 minutes to pass. Lucho Acosta has the most minutes in MLS for FC Cincinnati. A very good draft pick.
It's weird, but a field player had more minutes played than a goalie. Here's one of the missed opportunities.
A real coup. Played in over the top. Burn, not back in position, and it's dealt with well by Bronico. Got there ahead of
another missed opportunity because we really didn't clear it well here, let's be honest. I don't know. I don't know what this was. I don't know how. If we're going any further, I don't know how you get 6 fouls, 25 minutes, and not be given a yellow card. Also,
trying to play the ball in behind. Might fall here for Kai Kamara.
I don't know how that's not a penalty kick when Kamara was getting manhandled.
Still not done it. Kalina spills him and gets it at the second attempt.
So I like how it rained for the march, but didn't rain for the match. That was wild.
Because Bingham played during Leagues Cup, and so yeah, Bingham did well, but Kalina's our guy, right? And it's for moments like this because Kai Kamara does so well to shrug up Belanda. Quick reaction.
My lord, that was, I don't know who was the color commentator, but from the clips I've watched of the full broadcast, his favorite word was shrugged off. Like, you could do a drinking game for every time he said shrugged off. Well, probably not. You'll probably have liver damage. You probably wake up super hungover with liver damage today. But
top goalkeeper.
He's been good, man, and he's been sharp. He's always aware of the threat.
And I don't understand why they call the match so early when Charlotte's wasting so much time in extra time. There's a reason it's a minimum of 9 minutes.
Kalina doesn't cheat.
Charlotte have been the best side in terms of goals in the second half in Major League Soccer. Is there a reasoning behind that for you?
Dean Smith told us it's part of his pep talk.
And Nunga a long way out, and that's comfortable. One of the easier saves of the day for Kalina. Playing the ball in behind, well read by Melanda. Loses out though, Echenike.
But then Evander gets taken down after red card, we're gonna call it. So it's just horrible officiating.
He does another save from Kalina. Nobody came out and denied him. That might have been the best chance so far.
Does well to win this challenge with Melanda because Melanda had done a good job of stepping up. And
whoever's commentator, if I was Frederick Phillips, I don't.
Maybe he can lay this back, but when you get into that position, I don't fault the wing back for being
so
to a certain extent. Trying to find the back of the
hopefully we get these dropping points things out of the way, because this is really what I call for race for Audi MLS Cup playoffs. August, they start in October, it's August. Oh guys, see how, okay, normally I don't talk about New York City FC or the crew unless they're playing FC Cincinnati, but the reason for the game getting postponed is hilarious. I'm gonna pull up a statement from New York City FC. Just gonna read it. Oh, first of all, I need to load. New York City Football Club's match against Columbus Crew on Saturday, August 9th, has been rescheduled due to required free maintenance at City Field. The match has been rescheduled for Wednesday, September 17th at Yankee Stadium. Maybe from baseball field to baseball field. I mean, is Rebel Arena not open, Vin? I mean, additionally, the club's match on Friday, September 19th against Charlotte has been moved back one day to Saturday, September 20th, to remain at Yankee Stadium. The funny part about this is, yeah. Wait. Okay, that has to be an error. There's no way they'll play Columbus and us in back-to-back days. That has to be. Okay, it is a. Okay, it's oh, now I see the 2. It's hard to see the 2, but that's for Academy team. It's hard to say. There's no way we. But the funny thing about playing at City Field is we've been showing construction, which I'm happy they're getting their own stadium. It's about time. Single tire cement plant baseball field. Where did I see that photo of Rebel City? They do play when available, so I'm wondering if Rebel Arena, or is it what do we call it? What is the sponsor name now? I think it's Sports Illustrated Arena Stadium. I don't remember, but I think it's well past it. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna mute it because it's a video, but the irony of playing at City Field, we're literally building the new stadium across from City Field. Like, yeah, anyways, let's get back to I mean, see, that's the foul initially. Of course, I'm sorry, but there was no need. The red card would have happened if they called for initial foul, because that is a clean, obvious jersey tug. And I saw it from a Bailey.
They may lead the league in late goals. Back to that in a moment. Long range hit. Celentano spills that one.
But this was that moment from Brant Bronico. Excuse me, Abada. That's at the end of that sequence that Brant Bronico.
And some even more, you know what?
Nunga was at full stretch and gives away the free kick. Couple of late challenges in there.
What's Brett supposed to do?
He gets away from him. But it's a long touch that he takes, and now it's a lunging challenge.
It's not a lunging challenge. He was really trying to play the ball.
They will go have a look. And
Matt Miazga is rightfully PO'd.
That shot right there, you see where the ball
Did Pat say what the fuck was that for? What the fuck is this for? Or something like that. I should censor it, sorry. Trying to get better at casting. And of course, Pat Noonan can't say what he really says about officiating without getting fined, but I can. It's dog poop.
The referee should have called the first foul, but Ananga shrugs him off.
Yeah.
That's not the foul we were talking about.
Cincinnati commits a serious foul play offense. The final decision is a red card.
Which was bullshit. I mean, did that ball go out? No, it didn't. But seriously, we're gonna go back to where the first foul should have been called.
Port of Cincinnati is actually late from that shot. And
Jersey tugging is not allowed. So this play would have happened if ref did its damn job. Alright, so we even have a quote. Let me pull up this quote from Matt Miazga. It's kind of messy, but you know, and then I got after these highlights, I got a show from a podcast how he really admits which is kind of racist. I don't know how changing the way you ref someone based on ethnicity is not racist. Like, you should ref someone based on laws. I know for some reason they call it laws instead of rules in soccer. I mean, this is what I was told that he actually. I mean, he was kind of messy. I don't. And you got to see again. You got to see again how high Brian actually went. The problem I think was the ref told me. Alright, so the ref basically said he pointed the wrong way, which you look. Hang on, let me like if you look, what I see before this red card happens. I think it's just a yellow. I like how later on the match we said it's or not. It shouldn't matter. Intent should matter. If it's accidental, it's yellow. Like, but if you call for jersey tug, that play doesn't happen. So, pointing the wrong way. It wasn't malicious. He made the wrong call initially, which doesn't surprise me. But anyways, where were we? Here. But Matt was PO rightfully so.
Losing out to Anunga, Gianni.
I'm sorry, but
this was that moment.
Salentano's
you have to call for jersey tug.
lead the league in late. AT&T, New England winning yesterday
Did they?
against DC. Atlanta did by AT&T, New England winning yesterday.
I mean, how do you not call that jersey tug? So red card shouldn't have happened. And it's a really BS rules. Okay, so this is probably the dumbest part of MLS about appeals. If an appeal is denied, is deemed frivolous by ruling party for review of the case, the club's bond will be forfeited, which means a fine. Of clubs who lose the right to appeal any other decision for the remainder of the current last season, postseason, if next regular season, postseason. Further, even they were experiment if it's denied for some idiotic reason, keep it or expand its suspension, like and show that like this is a horrible league, like. That was FC decided I would risk it. I don't know why people think it's red. It's not a red because play should have been dead for the foul on Charlotte for the jersey tug. So it's why I have a hard time watching MLS outside of FC Cincinnati. I mean, I may cover MLS Cup, but I'll be up in Chicago during it. Almost e-bank there. But yeah, I don't know what Rome was supposed to do here. The defensive line just broke down. I know we wanted it offside, but I'm not gonna. I like how after red card he was magically okay. Like, of course, the only people who think it's a red card is Charlotte fans. Like FCC fans that think it's a red card, you're wrong, guys. That's not a red card because we should call the foul initially of the jersey tug, and that would have happened. The officials did not cost us the game. They were horrible. He was horrible, but he did not cost us the game. What did was this offensive breakdown?
Can he get out a little bit quicker to close on that play? But this header here, it has to be won. It has to be won, and it's critical for young Steven Jimenez. But these are learning moments for the young player. But when he doesn't win this header, Tokomani does so well to just keep the play alive. And we've been critical of Zaha for taking too many touches at times. This is just an instinctual finish at the near post.
So
a player who knows his quality, who knows his pedigree.
The late goals conceded by Charlotte throughout the season. Turn. Outstanding. Robinson the closest to. Can he salvage?
And the fact that they kept fouling, and anyways, this is not gonna be a potential playoff matchup, bud.
This could be a potential playoff matchup.
No, I get it. Charlotte, it's dog water. They got a lucky bounce, and that's the only reason they won. And Charlotte kept wasting time, so why they blew it dead exactly at 99, they wouldn't do it the first half.
There is the final whistle. What a victory for Charlotte FC on their travels. Just the fourth time this season they picked up maximum points. They had to withstand early pressure.
What a horrible, horrible officiating job. Like, double cost the game, but Charlotte should have had more cards than they did. How many cards did they end up getting? Go to foot mob. Foot mob, hahaha. I've only got 2 yellow cards. It's bull. You know what? Anyways, after all, this is a motorsports podcast. So let's move on to the motorsports part. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, let's get on to the sports portion.
As they make their way through turn 12, as they put their feet to the floor and accelerate in to the run to turn one.
I can see why they said that was kind of early green.
Alongside the McLaren man, moving to the outside as Palou gets swamped around him. Everybody making it through pretty neat and tidy. No big crash.
I was expecting a first lap crash.
Palou with a little wobble on exit, and he's managed to get his way past David Malukas, but it's Pato Award who leads from Felix Rosenquist.
90% relief there for Alex Palou to survive turn 1. He played it safe and smart. Brilliant job to protect his race car as Pato Award trying to do.
Palou is champion. We all knew that was coming, but.
You want to talk statistics? 87% chance of a caution in the first 3 laps. You see some side-by-side action coming out.
Saw someone off of the grass.
That's Dixon, and is that one of the Penske's? Is that the battery machine of Scott McLaughlin going side-by-side now into 10?
It is, and Alexander Rossi has his mirrors full of Christian Lundgaard, the man who should have been.
If they put Lucas in 12 car, it's going to be a disaster.
Engine change, the McLaren driver who feels he can win this race today and take his first victory for his new team, Arrow McLaren, in what has been a very impressive first season. But Rossi manages to hold him behind.
Guys, that could have been the cleanest lapper in the history of Portland as Christian Rasmussen getting aggressive.
I love the commentator's curse. Well, it was just one lap, so.
Talking about one of the most aggressive drivers in the series in Rasmussen.
If we're going to keep running similar paints to
and the car behind him,
Berta.
Kyle Kirkwood and Colton Herter.
Yeah, the
And
Andretti
Kyle
machines
Kirkwood
getting
were
pretty close together on the exit there. Dev causing a little bit of a bottleneck as Joseph tried to pull the over-under. Now Ericsson on the inside of Dixon into 7.
You know,
Lovely move from Marcus
make sure
Ericsson, but
change the
Dixon's gonna
TV
want to take it
pods
back.
because that's what F1 does. It can have
Side
cars
by side
apart.
on the run down the backstretch, we sit on board with Scott Dixon.
Because, you know, it's the same livery for both cars, which I think is boring as well. But, you know,
Ericsson proactive to defend the inside.
That's nice from Marcus Ericsson. The difference there perhaps between the soft tyre and the hard on Scott Dixon.
Now you got Rasmussen trying to take advantage of
this is the last road course for the season. We end the season on ovals.
Watch when it comes to overtaking, then Rasmussen, is he going to take it?
Oh, and it's a big one.
Yeah, that was a horrible crash.
Santino Ferrucci.
What if his hand is affecting it?
And that's big coming out of 12. Rear wing into the pit wall at high speed.
This is why we don't mess with the interior.
James is pointing it out here in the booth. The impact straight into the concrete backwards. That's a huge hit. Sudden deceleration. Great to see Santino climbing out under his own power.
The man who was on pole position.
What if that's
here
just
last
adrenaline?
year, loves this track and was hoping for a strong end to the
Because
season.
the last few entries I've had was adrenaline, and then oh gosh, my finger hurts.
Let's take a look on board with Santino Ferrucci, see how this all played out.
Oh,
That is
racing
Jacob
there.
Abel ahead.
Yeah. Gets Abel.
Was he punting? Because I didn't get to see race because of the temporary match. It was a row of watches at all. What did he? Oh, the car just.
Oh, big mistake.
The car just didn't want to turn. That's unfortunate.
Sides, yeah. Just too much, too soon. He'll kick himself for that.
Yeah, that's more like a rookie mistake and very unusual for Santino Ferrucci. He does have some dirty air trying to lay the power down there out of turn.
I wonder if
12,
dirty
but
air
just
did have
spun
an
up
effect
him.
on that.
And then he tried to stay with it. He actually
So.
dug into the throttle more to try
Yeah.
to spin it around and pull a Danny Sullivan.
But here's what's interesting to me, guys. Obviously the contact right here, but here's the attenuator. He nearly went straight in to the end of the attenuator that separates pit wall from the racetrack. That would have been a monumental shunt coming to a, you know, if not a complete stop, it could have rotated the car so aggressively.
We go green, and Pato already has a two-car.
What if it had to
advantage
do
over
some
Felix
wall
Rosenquist, a brilliant
movement?
start from Pato
'Cause,
O'Ward. Down the drag strip.
You know,
Rosenquist behind, and Will Power, a brilliant start from him.
that was on a lap.
Gapping Alex Palou behind as Lundgaard has a look.
In the concrete backwards.
Free.
That's
That's what I thought. And then.
Sudden deceleration. Great to see Santino climbing out under his own power.
The man who was on pole position here.
A rookie power down there. Actually,
And people probably obviously pitted. I would take advantage of
Go green, and Pato already has a two-car advantage over Felix Rosenquist. A brilliant start. from
excuse
Pato
me,
O'Ward.
I would take advantage of
Down
that
the drag
too.
strip, with Rosenquist behind and Will Power, a brilliant start from him as
So.
well. Gapping Alex Palou behind as Lundgaard has a look at Alexander Rossi, who closes the door on him immediately.
further back, lots of drivers having a
Oh!
look, and is there contact with Louis Foster and Ritas VK, both being hit from behind and spun around. They will continue.
Synchronized
Getting
spinning.
into the back of Louis Foster, VK spinning to try to avoid the car ahead of him of Louis Foster. They both get going and back on their way while we were under caution. Some drivers took the opportunity to stop. Graham Rahal, Stingray Robb, Connor Daly, Callum Ilott, Robert Schwartzman and Jacob Abel, who take other positions 21 to 26. The vast majority choosing to get off the hard tyre, move on to the soft, which is the preferred tyre.
I don't know why he said soft.
Past Lundgaard, and we have a full course caution out. Lundgaard making that move just in the nick of time. So Lundgaard up one position to 6.
Oh man,
And here,
Foxy's in the camera just using NASCAR music.
we're green, we're racing once again, and Rose
Was that a caution for debris?
something he was unable to do last time, and he is tucked
Um,
right underneath the
I can
rear
put the
wing
box
of the
score
McLaren racer,
on my
trying to get
phone
down to turn
while
one.
we
He has to go around the outside, and there is no way through.
While we
Just
talk
look at that
about
jump
the
off the back
race.
corner. Rosenquist with that Honda power delivery just seemed to catch a Ward and gap Will Power behind him.
Meanwhile, Pato O'Ward's teammate Christian Lundgaard critically gets past David Malukas. There he is in the papaya and black car. And right in front of him now is Alex Palou. That is huge for O'Ward can continue to press here and get in front of Palou, it creates more of a championship opportunity for his teammate.
Lundgaard said he wouldn't play rear gunner.
Was there a car off in the back there exiting turn 6? I saw some dust. It looks like Abel just trying to rejoin the racetrack side by side now. Rasmussen inside
Caution
of
on
Newgarden.
Bree. Yeah, it was a debris caution. Well, I thought I saw debris on the track.
So tough into turn 10, guys, because you are going so fast and it's barely slowing down. Knock it down.
It was a
one
quickie
gear.
caution.
The pace differential
You
between the
know,
hard and the soft tyre.
it's probably where F1 put out virtual safety car. What would be a virtual pace? Yeah, we VPC, a VPC.
Great pass from Scotty Mack. Threading the needle right there.
I wonder if it's a way IndyCar could do virtual pace cars, because the second caution was definitely worth. Well, if that would be a virtual safety car in F1, because you can't just leave debris on track. That would puncture a tire. So.
In his assault on this championship, 2 races remain after this.
It was so funny how hard Foxy's had to push the championship when it clearly was over.
Now Dixon and Newgarden.
It's probably over at the Indy 500, to be honest.
Newgarden all over the rear wing of the Honda driver.
And Palou won 500. I remember Palou, who are drivers F1 Indy 500 and the IndyCar Championship. It was the same season. So.
Tell you what, Newgarden on that soft tire is looking incredibly racing.
I saw Rasmussen Daly's crash. I saw him calling people out on Twitter, which I think is I like Connor. I just don't like that move. Just talk to him in person.
But we'll watch Pato Award's lap times. He's on that soft tire. He's working lap 12.
Even if it's on TV,
lap 18. We did have some yellow laps though. Those are not as hard. So maybe Award's crossover will come at about lap 20. But Newgarden seems a lot quicker right now on the soft.
Oh, Daly trying to make it around the outside of Rasmussen at 7. That's
and he's bumped him off.
They both go off.
Contact between those two. Daly will be fuming, I'm sure, with that. Daly was leading the pack of drivers who had already come in to stop, was on the soft tyre. As Louis Foster now trying to take advantage of Daly with dirt all over his tyres, and the rookie gets through as well.
That really held up Daly's teammate Stingray Robb as well, who had to check
So,
up.
Stingray!
Corner, Abel getting a little bit squirrely.
And all of those drivers could come into play.
How he can get away with that? That's insane.
Wow, now Foster putting the move on Rasmussen.
Yeah, it was
nice
just.
from the rookie. Daly trying to get through as well, and that's a little bit of afters from Connor Daly. That's frustration seeping out.
I'm sorry, Connor Daly should have got penalty there.
And now he's at risk of losing another spot to Rena's VK. Just gets it done, but
that was a forceful lunge from Connor Daly. Total frustration.
Should have been a penalty. Yeah, look at box score. What's a penalty? So I don't know how that's a penalty. I don't know what's worse, MLS refs or IndyCar race control. I've been on both for multiple podcasts, but you know.
Guys, this is a tight pack right here, heading down the back.
It is what it is.
Deputy Francesco at the front here. A little bit of defense. And
there in the background, Daly trying to get the move on Rasmussen. Oh! Big hit.
Yeah, that was stupid by both drivers.
And that was.
It felt like that has been coming for a lap and a half. The frustration.
And Marcy team always fair.
Just wrecked us, so I'm sorry about that.
Glad to hear Connor's all right. That was a massive impact. We talked about the minimum speed through that corner, T-Bell, 150 plus miles an hour.
Yeah, that was 2 drivers with huge.
Both drivers should have been penalized for. I'm sorry.
In this accident, we certainly saw what happened down in turn 2.
So this is Daly putting the move on around the outside. Feels that Rasmussen just nudged him off the track.
So yeah, there's just
the frustration in Connor Daly, absolutely evident
and absolutely warranted. That wasn't a nudge, Will. He just drove him straight off. That was totally uncalled for, and we'll need to see that one a little bit earlier on if we can. It's tough.
And how that's not a penalty is insane.
The car did not get airborne or start rolling right there. I mean, he's going 100 and probably 40 miles an hour as he hits the grass. That is a terrifying crash. Great to hear Connor's.
What if any gravel there?
Out, but boy, that is lucky to walk away from.
Man.
IndyCar safety team
I don't understand why MLS and IndyCar have such bad officials.
Yeah, guys, let's take another look at this coming in. I mean,
So Connor
that's already after the fact. Connor up on the inside.
Well, he's trying to go on the outside of turn 10.
Yeah.
Which then turns into the inside of 11. Yeah, at some point, someone's got to give. And look, let's call a spade, guys. Rasmussen's not made a ton of friends this year in terms of some of the passing that he's pulled off.
Connor's ahead going in there, and it looked like Rasmussen took too much of the first apex trying to defend. You saw a puff of dirt off the left side of Rasmussen.
I don't know how it's not a
It
penalty.
jumped him up
Like a disqualification. I'm sorry. Rasmussen should have been disqualified there.
And we go racing once again. It's Penske versus Ganassi versus Penske and another Penske. 3 in the top 4. Will Power, a brilliant restart.
And look, Will Power leading Penske. Who would have thought? Sounds like he should be back in Penske next year. Yeah, with Lucas, because, you know, I think Lucas still needs time to develop his racecraft.
It's just a quick touch of the brake as we ride on board the Odyssey battery machine of Scott McLaughlin. It was a great restart, though.
Alex Palou's car looks very loose to me there, hanging on to the back end. He's on that harder black tire, but the balance looks to be going away a bit right now for the championship leader.
It cuts off this weekend, so we just probably won't have a long podcast next week. Next week's podcast is going to be on a Wednesday.
I think that sounded good. That sounded terminal for Pato Award.
You hear the engine note drop. That does look terminal.
I saw this last night. I wonder if it was electrical because the camera just went.
They're hoping to restart the car, hoping it's an electrical issue.
And that's why we lost the camera feed. Trying to control-alt-delete it.
Oh, what an absolute shame for the polls.
Dude, we're going to rate us live. We're always ready for the podcasts.
We'll keep you posted on what's happening with the award.
Monday podcast.
Kirkwood and Colton Herta. The cars look the same. They're slightly different colors. Both Andretti teammates. Kirkwood looking to make a move there on Marcus Armstrong in the root car.
Kirkwood got the jump on Herta during that.
So it's annoying how much the cars look like. Like, give us different paints, guys. Oh, like I say, TV pod.
Between McLaughlin and Palou. Let's watch.
Which was on that restart.
Oh, wow. Oh, that was a little chrome horn, perfectly placed nose cone to the right rear tire.
DiFrancesco taking the position.
Plus, like, he didn't get punctured for her.
Gutsy through there, and it will allow Felix Rosenqvist not just to have a look, but also to take the place.
Oh, so tough to pull off there as well. These passes happening all over as Pato Award is grinding to a halt on pit lane.
But watch Lundgaard, and Lundgaard trying to get through DiFrancesco, who now moves to the inside of Rosenqvist. Almost contact. There is contact.
Honestly, I kind of glad Plo is a 4-time champion back to back because Pato Award kind of has an attitude. He's kind of cocky. It's funny. He said that Ericsson blew for 500 last year by getting past the last lap. Ben Award gets past of the last lap. Lose 5,500. So, out turntable's turn.
Almost certainly mechanical problem. Almost certainly going to go a lap down here.
But what this has done, guys, because of those who have stopped, is it's put Felix Rosenqvist and Christian Lundgaard into prime position to take advantage of this race today, really take it by the scruff of the neck. Lundgaard, of course, who was fastest in qualifying, but lost that pole position because of an engine penalty to move him down to 7th. He now sits behind Felix Rosenqvist, who's on the front row of the grid, as Rasmussen has a look up the inside of Nolan Siegel.
We saw some blocking penalties, so hopefully they keep that in the
in now as well, and with 11 laps of caution, I'm surprised they didn't go further than 34 laps.
Jack.
Yeah, Will Power on his way in now. We know that the 12 can be so good on pit stops.
That's got avoidable contact penalty, which, if you're not familiar with IndyCar penalties, that is, if like in F1, I'd be causing a collision. So.
And he's actually going to transition out onto the track right as you see the 10 now coming into the pits. Hits his marks really, really
12 at Portland, let's have a blend out lane.
does things on some of these hard tires that we aren't able to see from other people. Interested to watch.
I guess I do. I'm right line.
Ahead, Felix Rosenquist. Lundgaard takes the advantage to move past.
Okay. Okay, who's the boss with a bingo set? We are nationwide. Like, it's either a Bengals fan in Oregon or someone travel all the way to Oregon for IndyCar, which I would have had money. Maybe someday, with God's will, but that Bengals set was mwah.
What a brilliant stint from Power. What brilliant strategy from Penske to get him in, get him out, ahead of those who started on that front row of the grid. Lundgaard moves past Rosenquist, but Power is ahead of them all. Could this be Will Power's day in a season?
It is Will Power's. It was Will Power's day.
Through trouble and tribulation, and has recorded not a single victory, staring at their first winless season of this millennium. Could this be Will Power's day?
So now we get to see
of course, talking about speaking of which, my NFL preview podcast is actually coming up in a few weeks.
Alex Palou making his first stint on the soft tire
on Labor Day. I almost said on my dad's birthday, but that'll be 2 weeks before.
Now Palou is kind of trapped, and he's going to have to pass a lot of cars to take advantage of that additional grip.
So I was just going to say, it's a good time to maybe duck in before these lap cars slow him down. He's on the push to pass. You know he's trying to get to the pit as quickly as possible.
It's going to be fascinating to see where he comes out. Last time he pitted, he came out just ahead of Felix Rosenquist, who was
boxes lap, box. Woo! We almost got speed penalty there.
Pretty much assured to come out almost at the exact same point of the track as right now is Christian Lundgaard. Let's see where he comes out. Jack is waiting for him though down on pit lane.
I am, and they are already set up with that black sidewall hard tire, which has been such an impressive run for Will. We've already said how good this 12 team are with pit stops, and right now there is a little bit of a bubble there. Finally down pit lane.
Long fuel for Will Power, but only 7.1 seconds stopped. He exits.
7.1. I was like, that's a perfect IndyCar pit stop.
Coming down and past pit exit. Power retakes his position ahead of Lundgaard.
I mean, you don't want to run out of gas.
There is Power at the bottom of your picture on the harder tire, has track position and has.
He cycled back to the lead.
So look at the gap.
So
we've got Ilott in the middle of them right now, but right here, about 4 seconds with the Prema car in between. Callum having a good day as well.
But Will Power is out of new tires now. He's got the slower black tire, and he'll have to finish on a used red. So now the team's got to decide, how long do you make this final stint? Everybody wants to get to about lap
45 wins now.
To be able to get home on one more
200 top
stop.
10s. It's obviously a win is in the top 10.
This is it. The driver of the 12, the driver of the 7, both with one stop remaining. Power has the advantage as it stands, but it's under 4 seconds. And Lundgaard on the tyre scenario may have an advantage in that final stint. Will Power leading now by 1.2 seconds from Christian Lundgaard. Guys, how much is Lundgaard just waiting? Just sitting there, not making the move. Just thinking, you know what? I'm going to bide my time. I don't need to take the lead right now. I can sit here happily knowing that I'm going to have the fresher rubber and the advantage will come to me in the later laps.
He knows there's a hard-charging Alex Palou that is closing the gap. And there
Excuse me.
The crew is ready. Brian Barnhart, the strategist, in command on the pit box. His McLaren team going to give him 4 freshies and fuel to close it out.
Got to get down.
4 fresh good years.
5 miles an hour, Kevin. Easy to do coming off the racetrack with used tires.
So he's going to need
80
all
of
of the
110
fuel that he can get to go these final 30 laps. But the key is the fresh, brand new set of soft red sidewall Firestone. Will Power does not have that available. Alex Palou does. So there are still 3 in play. Let's watch the stop for
you know. Good stop.
Every last drop of Shell 100% renewable fuel goes into that McLaren. Christian Lundgaard is on his way. That is his final stop. Your championship leader emerges in what will be a podium position, but he has the time now to make up to the drivers ahead of him. Lundgaard is behind Power, but Power is being caught out by the fact that Marcus Ericsson just left his pit stop ahead of the duo, and that has put Power right into the grasp and the clutches of the McLaren driver.
And because Marcus Ericsson is holding up Will Power a little bit, and Christian Lundgaard, the yellow and red car of Alex Palou is going to have a chance here to close that probably 6-second gap, and this is going to be a three-way battle for the win.
Lundgaard has got to make the tire advantage work and work now. He has the fresh tires. Will Power ahead of him has the used tires. Yes, that will have an effect at the end of the stint, but it's the start where Lundgaard will have that immediate bite.
Guys, this is nightmare fuel for Will Power, seeing a car that's not quite a lap down yet, but you're significantly quicker than, but he's got fresh tires as well. He pit on the same lap as Will Power, has the softs on as well, and now he is having to try to place and start that attack on Ericsson.
Man, I love IndyCar.
In his mirror, keeping Lundgaard behind him. He's
Graham's last pit was lap 69 at this point.
Valuable Firestone rubber that he cannot afford to give away because he's in the dirty air of Marcus Ericsson's car. It puts even more demand on his tires.
But the grunt in that Honda engine is likely to allow Ericsson to stay ahead of both, even if Ericsson's losing out in the corners. Chevy versus Chevy in Power versus Lundgaard. The Honda engine in Palou, though. Oh, and that's Joseph Newgarden, who was.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Yeah, it's coming out of turn 2 there.
This actually helps his teammate
Power
a little bit.
Sorry, there's some caution, guys.
It takes a little bit of the
He looks pretty stranded.
There'll be a yellow flag into turn 1 right now, so even if Lundgaard was close enough, he couldn't make the move.
Rahal in the pits means Power is back to being the legitimate race leader.
Anyways,
Palou third. Rahal leaves the pits ahead of our commentary position and will exit still in 4th place as Newgarden does the right thing to get himself working through the
oh my gosh, look at that flat spot.
He'll be able to restart the car. And this a replay of what happened, and it was as he left the pits on cold tires.
Yeah, just cold tires.
Dixon takes the fight.
That's the avoidable contact penalty Dixon got. Yeah, that's.
Drive-through penalty for that. We're looking out the back of the Estemo car, Joseph Newgarden, and here comes Dixon, chrome horn.
Yeah, that was a clear penalty on Dixon. I'm sorry. I don't like Newgarden, but that's a clear and obvious penalty. I like red card. That's a clear and obvious.
Oh, he just clipped the attenuator. Just clipped it.
Millimeters in it. And the incident is
so.
1.5 car lengths becomes a car length. Alex Palou goes to the inside. Alex Palou has 2nd place from Lundgaard. Needs to get his foot down and keep his foot in through the left, down the back stretch. Lundgaard takes it.
Man, what a fight for 2nd we had. Bummed I missed it, but you know, like I said, it's a super interesting match. If it wasn't that, I would have stayed home and watch this race.
Not right now. Not coming through because this race today is mine and not yours.
Brilliant stuff from Christian Lundgaard to cross up Alex Palou
So.
and force him wide down the backstretch on the dirty side of the racetrack. Lundgaard complaining, I believe, that he doesn't have power, but it looked pretty speedy to me on that backstretch.
Wheel to wheel with Palou down the back straight. He looked okay. It was the
Okay, bro.
break through turn 6 that allowed Palou to set up that lunge into 7. Great.
Lundgaard went to the Max School of Witching and Moaning.
Has allowed Power to stretch his legs
So.
just that bit, give him that little bit of breathing room.
Boy, would Will Power love nothing more than to lap David Malukas and just put an absolute flagpole down here in Portland.
Malukas is moving out of his way.
He lapped him with Lucas. That's
Malukas'
funny.
job now is clear. The other guys. Be the Penske man and hold those two off. That Will Power run.
I didn't realize Lucas got lapped by Will Power. That's pretty funny.
Kiffin did for me. Again, there's a technical partnership between Foyt and Penske and
Here we go, around the outside for Alex Palou. It'll become the inside, and he's out and on the gravel, on the grass.
Woo! What a save by Palou.
What a save! What a save!
Man, Palou is just otherworldly, man.
But my word, that was close between those two.
He is Max, but likable.
Palou will be riled up, but there'll be very do about it now. 4 to go.
Kyle Kirkwood being smart there, not
So
trying to send it on Alex Palou. He knows he just made a mistake. Palou might have a chance to get to the tail end of Lundgaard once again.
But guys, Lundgaard has a huge advantage here.
He's trying to defend, trying to keep Lundgaard behind him. But
he was getting out of the way. He was getting out of the way, but right now, the 7 has 22 seconds. Power only has 8 seconds of push to pass. As we take a look at the replay.
Go back, you're all ahead.
So Palou is trying to take advantage of the 7 getting slowed up a little bit. Faded out, but guys, that has been deemed acceptable racing in IndyCar. So
Oh yeah, he left him
totally fine.
He left him a car width, barely.
it's about a car width.
I'll tell you, this is an incredible piece of driving from Palou to not spin, to not go way off track. As Lundgaard's girlfriend is saying, "Woo, too close for comfort."
Herman continues in second.
So
1.6 seconds is the gap between himself and Will Power. Just over 2 laps remain here in Portland. Can Lundgaard take his first victory of the season? Can Will Power return Penske to victory lane?
you know.
He won the race here last year, guys, in a season where it took him a while to get that first win. This was the 3rd of 3 in an incredible stretch that he had near the end of the year. His wife, Liz, watches on. That same nervous energy that we're seeing up and down pit lane from all the family members of the guys running up front here.
Yeah, famous for twisting those water bottles. She sways back and forth to try to calm her nerves. But her husband has been the best of the Team Penske drivers this season in what's been an incredibly difficult season. No wins to this point. But how
But anyways,
the guy whose job sits on the bubble to be the one today. What a
not only
position
did
that
he
puts the team
win,
in
but he
going
lapped
forward.
the guy who's
Remiss to not mention
allegedly
Lundgaard had a
taking
couple
his
great
spot.
shots at wins, things beyond his control, took him
So
out of contention, but that, as they say, is racing. This guy has been calm and
you
steady
know,
all season long.
it's funny.
Running Penske in the points right now in 9th, and
But
this
you know,
would be
he's
a
still
great
looking for a
result.
job.
Jump him up to 6th position.
The call is no pressure, and yet pressure is what has been on Will Power's shoulders from the very first race of this season. Question marks from the preseason into the first race and at every round of this series. Is this his final year with Penske?
If it is,
He
Penske is
himself
stupid.
does not know.
So
With the drive of a champion today, Will Power asks
'Cause he's a
the question,
champion.
"Oh, captain, my captain, dare you drop me? Dare you get rid of the man who has led this team year after year, who has more poles, who is faster than any driver in the history of this series, who will win once again? Will Power
2-time champion.
returns to victory lane
A long
and
time
puts
Indy
Penske
500
back
champ.
on the top step of the podium.
Let's go. It's such beautiful.
Oh, good job, boys, all weekend. Very good job, very good job.
1 year on from his last victory in the championship, he wins again at Portland and deservedly showed not just an offensive race, but a masterclass in defense as well.
Will Power, back-to-back winners here in Portland. So much unknown about your future. Can you just put into words what that win means today?
I think it's just a big win for all the team, man. I mean, we've had a rough year, and it's not really because we've been off the pace. It's just been unfortunate circumstances. I've had 2 engine failures, a tyre failure, so it's a good hard-fought win. You know, it kind of split that strategy at the beginning. We picked the strategy to run hard, pull enough of a gap, and a bit dicey at the end there, but yeah, man, just stoked. I've had a great career with Verizon and Penske, so I really enjoy winning for the guys and everyone I've worked with for a long time, so it's awesome.
Congratulations, man. I hope it carries on. Well done.
Up next, it's the Snap-on Milwaukee
Yep.
50, Sunday, August 24th at 2 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Anyways, and now we go to NASCAR highlights. So. I like how we start the season on USA. Like,
around the outside, go bowling and the Glen is underway, and it is on down to turn one. Blaney on the inside.
God, that pace car is ugly.
He just loses it. Yeah. All on his own.
Oh, Larson just.
He said no brakes, so obviously he has enough brakes to slow down a little bit. Because if you got to the end of the front stretch with zero brake, you would go straight into the barrier, as we've seen drivers.
Nope, I was had to break issues. Because on Orphan Rail, I was paying attention to
maybe the pedal itself is just long. They are Blaney, SVG right to the rear bumper, making up his.
I know NASCAR started first, but I can write any car more. Because IndyCar is a better league, has better drivers. Well, varies. It's like it ain't this much of a NASCAR race if we're always skipping to rid of the first stage, and we're not even only a minute in.
Has a front row view of this. He says, I might get out of it. I might just try and clear them
Pretty
both.
funny.
Not quite close enough.
So.
And Alex Bowman and Ryan Preece follow him across the line, as Jeff and Steve mentioned, for those much needed points. Restart zone. Chris Buescher in the BuiltSubmarines.com Ford with his RFK teammate on the outside. They lead the field to green. Now here comes Shane Van Gisbergen on the inside, splitting.
Anyways, it's funny how we have the stages.
There's a slight touch. Blaney's hanging tough, and here comes Briscoe on the
And look at this. This is just a joke. Like,
oh man, whoa!
those white lines on the track of the track limits. So.
Josh Berry. And the Freightliner Ford for the Wood brothers.
Here it is right here. They're behind Chase Elliott, who's really slow. A little bit of contact. Todd Dillon gets Berry moving in the wrong direction.
So.
Great shot here.
This is Zane Smith. Boom.
Yeah, what's Zane gonna do? You know, there's just nothing you can do in that situation.
Don't know why Chase was off racing line if he was slow. To be honest. I like Chase, but that's on him for
was going to be a yellow on its own.
Being
NASCAR held the yellow, allowed the 21 to drive away, then it ended up being debris on the racetrack.
Now of course NASCAR with slow yellows.
4 to go here in stage 2 of Watkins Glen, and the man who led the most laps in that stage, 12.
Like I said, it looks like it didn't miss much of a race.
Much better on this run, but now the clean air made him just a little bit too free. The 88 team had a really nice stop in stage 1. We'll see how this stop goes. Pretty clean, Ken.
Well, let's see what Blaney does. If he pits, then it'll be where he rejoins the racetrack. Now it's a stage win, which is a playoff point. So Blaney might say, you know what, I want to take the playoff point. His car is so good, this is a tough decision. Let's see what he does. Staying on the racetrack. So Blaney's going to stay. I don't know if that'll allow anybody else. Nope, they're all married to this strategy now. So all of these teams are going to stay out and get points.
Funny how they can't stay on track.
I was shocked we'd see this many guys stay on the racetrack.
1 to go in this stage, presented by Credit One Bank. Look, and it is wild. Coming off turn 1, heading to the S's. Look at this madness.
A little bit of smoke, I knew it from somebody. 42 of Nemechek sent around on the entrance of the carousel.
No, how was it a caution?
You can't tell if it's like tire lockup or what it is.
First it was Eric Jones, now his teammate.
It's a bad lap for Legacy Motor Club. Oh my goodness.
So there is the end of stage 2. And the pole man, Ryan Blaney, will grab maximum points. Ready to go back to racing. The beginning of stage 3. Let's go. The man who led the field to green all the way back at the beginning of the day. Ryan Blaney of Team Penske has got William Byron all over him. Look at Gibbs on the inside.
God, such a good pace car.
Teammate. 3 wide into turn 1. Multi-lanes. Ryan Preece goes right around the outside.
So.
Meanwhile, back at the front, the 2 guys who started on the front row in this race,
on two different strategies. Ryan Blaney continues to lead the way.
Can't miss out of a track. That's hilarious.
About one corner inside SVG.
Newer tires, right? That's right. Tires,
So.
right.
And it's just, yeah, I mean, fresher tires, faster car. The 12 has driven an amazing race. I think this is successful so far of what they tried to do. They get
Hey, we've hit that one, Mark. They don't watch up to 119 frames, but sorry about that.
I'm in no hurry to pit.
So.
Tell me when to come to pit road, and zero complaints about the handling of the car, Dave.
But they will have a tire advantage. We'll see how much ground Brad can make up. Now, Brad and wife Paige are expecting child number 4 back at home.
Holy crap, Brad, get a hobby off a track.
Just in case Brad got the
Baby making it's not a hobby.
Joey's an expert worldwide road racer hired by Ford Performance back in 2020 to help the development of the next-gen car for Ford. He's here this weekend just in case, but you know who else he's helped? Ryan Blaney, who runs up front, chasing down Van Gisbergen, Buscher, and Byron, trying to make his
Van Gisbergen
victory.
won.
Blaney has been one of the best students for Joey Hand. Hand says he is absorbing everything he needs and really applies it on track here. So Joey, a good resource for Ford, and this weekend for Keselowski and for Blaney.
As we had a pass during the break.
Of
Take
course.
a look at this, Chris Buscher. He wants to relive last year and give himself a chance of defending that win and guaranteeing himself a spot in the playoffs. What happened?
NASCAR's playoffs is so stupid.
Whoa, that is not the place to lose it. That's at about 140 miles an hour.
Beautiful save.
Yeah, just out of the groove, trying to climb the S's. Was there contact?
It was hard to tell looking back. It was definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but part of me thinks it almost had to be contact to get out the line.
It was a heck of a save.
Sure was. Well, it's a dramatically different final lap. One lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. And instead of seeing a mirror full of other cars, and especially Chris Buscher,
Yeah, like, this race was a nothing burger. It's most NASCAR races
SVG at this point now
nowadays.
He was very vocal.
I don't see why people watch NASCAR for IndyCar.
Let me just do what I do, be who I am, and I would encourage it. The team has leaned into it, and he deserves all the praise.
Like, they didn't even get 10 minutes of highlights out of this. And they usually do get 10 minutes of highlights.
Have the biggest advantage. They have laps. It is
So.
technical. It is more high speed. It has everything that I thought would help the 88, but here he is, the 88, leading the 20, making a move, Jeff.
It's still a good battle for second, side by side, into the inner loop. Nice. Fell by him. SVG obviously dominant on road courses, but keep your eye on him because he is improving on the ovals.
Yeah, let's just cut away from a close battle for second for someone who's 11 seconds ahead. Thank you, NPC.
Voicing our show open. Marcus Ambrose encouraged Shane Van Gisbergen to do what he's doing now. SVG does it again, but a year on, he gets redemption and wins at Watkins Glen. Terrific effort from Christopher Bell and the 20 team at Joe Gibbs Racing as Bell gets Buscher on the final lap. Chris will finish third.
Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah.
Anyways, that's that. Gonna improve this. If I want to watch this replay, probably don't because we're already at an hour. Watch out because we don't discuss the PS5 card and the MC Snap match. But anyways, excuse me. Welcome to Futures Predictions portion where I try to predict a scary future. RB 19th. Okay. IndyCar's off this weekend. F1's still on summer break, so really not much to talk about next podcast. I think Larson bounces back. And all my predictions were wrong this week, but that's fine. I think FC9 bounces back with a with a 2-0 win. And yeah, that's basically it. Feature predictions portion. But anyways, yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a short one next week, but that will do it for today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. God bless. Excuse me. I still believe that Jesus is Lord. I'll see you tomorrow for some farming. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.